Where we pick up the story, King David has messed up big time. He's committed a huge sin. Bathsheba is pregnant with his son. God told him that the son is not going to live. So David goes on a fast. David pleaded with God for the child. He fasted. He spent the nights lying in sackcloth on the ground. The elders of his household stood beside him to get him up from the ground, but he refused, and he would not eat any food with them. On the seventh day, the child died. Then David got up from the ground after he had washed, put on lotions, and changed his clothes. He went into the house of the Lord and worshiped. It didn't go how David thought it was going to go. David had that spirit of Jacob about him, where he was wrestling with God. He says, God, I know that you said my son will die, but I'm pleading with you. I'm fasting with you. He was bold in his prayers. Be bold in what you pray for. Say, God, I give it to you, and I have faith. And that's what David said here. And God's answer to his prayer was no. Was his fast in vain? Absolutely not, family. In the face of his child dying, he still stayed faithful to the Lord. He still said, the Lord is God, the Lord is on high, the Lord knows what's best for me, the Lord is working all things together for my good. And he went to the house of the Lord and worshiped. His faith was not shaken. I can't imagine anything that would shake my faith more than losing a child. But we see here, David, because he fasted and he prayed, his faith was not shaken. He said, Lord is still God. He went to the temple and worshiped him. Shortly after that, he has his son Solomon, who we know was one of the greatest kings of all of Israel. They had so much wealth and prosperity during his time. He built the temple and everything. So you see, David still had more purpose in his life, and he knew that because he fasted and prayed. God's answer may not be yes, it may be no, it may be not yet, or it may be soon. But there's one thing that we can rest assured, that God will hear us. God will hear your prayer. This is the confidence we have in approaching God, that if we ask anything according to his will, he hears us. And God will hear you on this fast. He will see your sacrifice. He will reward that.